Today students, welcome back to the online classes. Today I am going to discuss about the new concept, that is the energy of the particle executing simple harmonic motion and the variation of kinetic energy, potential energy and total energy of the particle executing simple harmonic motion with displacement. When a particle performing the simple harmonic motion, it is acted upon by restoring force and it is always directed towards the mean position. This force is opposite to the displacement of the particle from the mean position. From the mean position. From using this concept, now I am going to discuss about the topic energy of a particle executing simple harmonic motion. Now here we'll consider the particle which is situated at this point. This is called mean position. When it performs the simple harmonic motion, the force and displacement of the particle, they are always opposite in direction. This particle performing the simple harmonic motion, it is acted upon by restoring force. Here the restoring force and displacement of the particle, they are in opposite direction. The restoring force is always opposes the displacement of the particle. The restoring force is always opposes the displacement of the particle from the mean position. To convert, or here to displace this particle, work must be done. To displace this particle, the work must be done against this restoring force. The restoring force is always acted towards its mean position. But here, to displace this particle, work must be done against this restoring force. This work done is converted into potential energy in the particle. This work done is converted into potential energy in the particle. This particle possesses kinetic energy due to its motion. In case of simple harmonic motion, the sum of kinetic energy and potential energy, the sum of kinetic energy and potential energy, it gives the total energy of the particle. It gives the total energy of the particle. To derive the total energy of the particle executing simple harmonic motion, here I consider a particle of mass m. Consider a particle of mass m. It executing simple harmonic motion with an amplitude a. Amplitude means the maximum displacement of the particle from its mean position with a constant angular frequency. Frequency means the number of oscillations taken in 1 second is called frequency, and y is the displacement of the particle. Y is the displacement of the particle at any time t with a force constant. According to the force law in simple harmonic motion, the restoring force acting on the particle is given by F is equal to minus k into y. According to the force law in simple harmonic motion, the force is directly proportional to displacement of the particle, then F is equal to minus k into y. Here k, it is called force constant or spring constant. The negative sign indicates the force and displacement. In case of simple harmonic motion, they are always in opposite direction, or here the negative sign, it implies the restoring force and the displacement are oppositely directed. To displace the particle, to displace this particle, work must be done. Otherwise, there is no displacement of the particle. To displace this particle from the mean position and opposite to the direction of restoring force, the work must be done. Here, the small amount of work done dw, the small amount of work done dw in displacing the particle through a displacement of dy. The total displacement is y and total work done is w. But here the small amount of work is done dw in displacing the particle through a small displacement dy. through a small displacement dy. Therefore, dw is equal to minus F into dy. Force into displacement. Force into displacement, they are in opposite direction, or F is equal to minus K into Y, or dw is equal to dw ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ work done equal to force into displacement. Here it indicates the opposite direction. This is equation number 2. Now substitute equation 1 into, we get the small amount of work done to displace the particle through a distance of dy. Yeah, dw is equal to minus F is equal to value ಏನಿದೆ minus K into Y into dy. When you substitute equation 1 into 2, we get dw is equal to minus of minus ky into dy. Therefore, dw is equal to minus into minus plus dw is equal to ky into ky. This is equation number 3. dw is equal to ky into dy. This is equation number 3. Here, dw is equal to ky into dy. dw is equal to ky into dy. How to calculate the total work done? This is the small work done in displacing the particle in case of simple harmonic motion through a displacement of dy. And how to calculate the total work done? The total work done to displace the particle y from its mean position, that is calculated by using the integration. Here, the integration of dw is equal to integration of dw is equal to integration of dw. dw is equal to value ಏನಿದೆ ky into dy. Substitute this value here, ky into dy, with the initial position 0. Initially, the position of this particle is 0 to the maximum displacement of the particle, that is y. 0 to y. Integrate the small amount of work done between the limits 0 to y. 0 to y. Then integration of dw is equal to w. Integration of dx is equal to x. Integration of dx is equal to x w. Now, when you integrate this value, take the constant value outside. Here, k is the spring constant, or it is called a force constant. Take this value outside and integrate for this value. Integration of 0 to y, y into dy. It is in the form of integration of x into dx, or integration of x to the power of n into dx is equal to x to the power of n plus 1 divided by n plus 1. ಈ ರೀತಿ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾಗಳನ್ನು ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಬಾರಿ ನೀವು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ. Now you get the total work done w is equal to k into, it is in the form of integration of x to the power of n into dx. Integration of x to the power of n into dx is equal to x to the power of n plus 1 divided by n plus 1 ಅಂದಾಗ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತಾ y square divided by 2. y square divided by 2 into 0 to y. w is equal to k into y square divided by 2 into 0 to y. Or we can write this equation k divided by 2. k divided by 2. Now substitute this value here. Y square minus 0, or w is equal to 1 by 2 k into y square. w is equal to 1 by 2 k into y square. w is equal to 1 by 2 k into y square month equation. w is equal to 1 by 2 k into y square. Here, this is equation number 4. w is equal to 1 by 2 k into y square. From using this equation, here w is equal to 1 by 2 k into y square. But here k is called force constant. K is called force constant. You know the formula actually. Omega square is equal to k divided by m. In case of time period of the simple harmonic motion and frequency of the simple harmonic motion, already you derived this formula. Omega square is equal to k divided by m, or k is equal to m into omega square. k is equal to m into omega square. ಯಾರು ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋಗಳನ್ನ ನೋಡಿರ್ತೀರಿ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ. Here omega square is equal to k divided by m. K is equal to m into omega square. Substitute this value here. We get the work done. W is equal to 1 by 2 m omega square into y square. W is equal to 1 by 2 m omega square into y square, or W is equal to 1 by 2 W is equal to 1 by 2 y square into m omega square. ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಆದರೂ ಕೂಡ ನೀವು ಬರೀಬಹುದು equation. Here this is equation number 5. W is equal to 1 by 2 y square m into omega square, or W is equal to 1 by 2 m omega square into y square. This is equation number 5. And this equation gives the potential energy of the particle executing simple harmonic motion, or this work is equal to potential energy of the particle when it performs the simple harmonic motion. Here the potential energy of the particle, it is mathematically denoted by the symbol EP. EP is equal to 1 by 2 m omega square into y square. EP is equal to 1 by 2 m omega square into y square. This is equation number 6. It gives the expression for potential energy of the particle executing simple harmonic motion. Now you get the potential energy. Potential energy, the sum of potential energy and kinetic energy is equal to ಏನಾಗತ್ತಾ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ. ಈಗ ಬಂದಿರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಏನಿದು ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ. ಈಗ ನಾವು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಏನು ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ. when you displace the particle, work must be done against the restoring force. That work done is converted into potential energy. Now you find that value. But when it possesses the kinetic energy due to its motion, the kinetic energy value ಅನ್ನು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ನಾವು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ? We know that the displacement of the particle, the displacement of the particle y is equal to a sine omega into t. Y is equal to a sine omega into t. When you differentiate this equation, you get the velocity. The rate of change of displacement is called velocity. V is equal to a into differentiation of sin x is equal to cos x ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, or differentiation of sin x into dx is equal to cos x plus dx, or cos x plus c ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, cos x plus c. Therefore you can write this equation. V is equal to a omega into cos omega t. This is equation number 8. Displacement, velocity and acceleration of the particle performing the simple harmonic motion. ಆ equations ಗಳನ್ನು ನಾವು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಮುಂಚೆ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಹೌದಾ? ಇವಾಗೇನು ಸಿಕ್ತಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂವನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ನೀವು ಕೈನೆಟಿಕ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿಯನ್ನು ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದಾ? ಆರ್ ಇದನ್ನು ಇನ್ನೂ ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫೈ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. P is equal to a into omega cos theta is equal to root of 1 minus sin square omega into t. Cos theta is equal to root of 1 minus sin square theta. ಆ ಫಾರ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೆದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಇಕ್ವೇಶನು? P is equal to a omega into root of 1 minus sin square omega into t, or P is equal to a omega into root of 1 minus y square divided by a square, because y divided by a is equal to sine into omega t. From using this equation, y divided by a is equal to ಏನಾಗತ್ತಾ sin omega t. Sin square omega t ಅಂದ್ರೆ y square divided by a square, or P is equal to a omega into root of a square minus y square divided by a square, or velocity of the particle P is equal to omega into root of a square minus y square. P is equal to omega into root of a square minus y square. This is equation number 9. Now you get the velocity. From using this velocity equation, you can find the kinetic energy of the particle. Here the kinetic energy of the particle, that is Ek, is equal to half mv square. Ek is equal to half mv square. Substitute this v value in this equation. We get 1 by 2 into m v square. V square means omega square into a square minus y square. A square minus y square. This is the kinetic energy of the particle when it performs the simple harmonic motion. The potential energy of the particle, that is EP, is equal to 1 by 2 m into omega square into y square, and kinetic energy of the particle is 1 by 2 m into omega square into a square minus y square. Now we add these two values. The sum of kinetic energy and potential energy of the particle, you get the total energy. The sum of kinetic energy of the particle and potential energy of the particle, that is E is equal to Ek plus Ep. The sum of kinetic energy and potential energy, E is equal to, you know the kinetic energy formula, ಏನು ಬಂತು kinetic energy 1 by 2 m into omega square a square minus y square. 1 by 2 ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ 1 by 2 m into omega square a square minus y square. This is the kinetic energy of the particle when it performs the simple harmonic motion, plus potential energy of the particle, that is 1 by 2 m into omega square into y square. Simplify this equation, you get 1 by 2 m omega square into a square minus 1 by 2 m omega square into y square plus 1 by 2 m omega square into y square. Here minus 1 by 2 m omega square into y square and plus 1 by 2 m omega square into y square. These two values are get cancel each other. The total energy of the particle performing the simple harmonic motion E equal to 1 by 2 into m into omega square into a square. E is equal to 1 by 2 m into omega square into a square. This is equation number 11. The total energy of the particle performing the simple harmonic motion, that is energy E equal to 1 by 2 m omega square into a square, and it gives the expression for total energy of the particle executing simple harmonic motion, and this total energy does not depend on displacement and time. The y and t value ಮೇಲೆ ಡಿಪೆಂಡೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. This total energy does not depend on displacement and time. Therefore, the total energy is remains constant at all the position and at all the times. The sum of kinetic energy and potential energy is called total energy. This total energy is remains constant at all the position and all the time because this total energy does not depends on the displacement and time. From using this equation, now we will study the variation of kinetic energy and potential energy and total energy of the particle executing simple harmonic motion with displacement. ಈ ರೀತಿ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಗ್ರಾಫನ್ನು ನಾವು ಟೋಟಲ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ in case of freely falling body, or the total energy neither be created nor be destroyed, but it transformed one form to another form. Total energy remains constant. The total energy at point A equal to total energy at point B equal to total energy at point C ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಡೆರಿವೇಶನ್ ಅನ್ನು ನೀವು ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಗ್ರಾಫ್ ಕೂಡ ಇಲ್ಲಿದೆ. Here this graph shows the variation of kinetic energy, potential energy and total energy of the particle executing simple harmonic motion. When you draw the graph between total energy versus displacement, here it indicates the total energy along y-axis. This is the mean position. Here this is the maximum displacement of the particle along the positive x-axis, and this is the maximum displacement of the particle along negative x-axis. The maximum displacement of the particle from its mean position, this is called amplitude ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. Here this is mean position. The maximum displacement of the particle from its mean position is called amplitude. This is positive amplitude and this is negative amplitude. When you draw the graph between total energy versus its amplitude, you get the graph like this here. Where the potential energy is maximum, in that case the kinetic energy is minimum. Where the potential energy is maximum, here this line indicates the kinetic energy of the particle. The kinetic energy is maximum at the extreme position. This is called extreme position. It is maximum at the extreme position and minimum at the mean position. Here this graph indicates this is potential energy. The potential energy is maximum at the mean position. Maximum at the mean position, or it is very simple. ಇದನ್ನ ರಿವರ್ಸ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಗ್ರಾಫ್ ನಿಮಗೆ. ವೇರ್ ದ ಕೈನೆಟಿಕ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಇಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಅಟ್ ದಟ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ potential energy is minimum. Where the potential energy is maximum at that point the kinetic energy is minimum. Here the kinetic energy is inversely proportional to potential energy, or the potential energy is inversely proportional to kinetic energy. This graph indicates the variation of kinetic, potential and total energy of the particle. It performs the executing simple harmonic motion with displacement and the total energy of the particle. When it performs the simple harmonic motion, you get this equation, that is E is equal to 1 by 2 m into omega square into a square. E equal to 1 by 2 m into omega square into a square. It gives the total energy of the particle, and this graph gives kinetic energy, potential energy and total energy of the particle executing simple harmonic motion, and the total energy of the particle when it performing the simple harmonic motion that does not depends on displacement and time. Hence the total energy remains constant at all the position and at all the times. Okay, thank you. And in the next class I will discuss about the concept of oscillations of a loaded spring in the horizontal direction and simple pendulum, time period of the simple pendulum. ಅವು ಎರಡು ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ವೆಲ್ ಫಾರ್ ಯುವರ್ ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಆ್ಯನ್ಯುವಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನೇಷನ್. ಓಕೆ, ನಿನ್ನೆ ವಾಟ್ಸಪ್ಪಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನು ನಿಮಗೆ ನೋಟಿಸ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು. ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ವೆಲ್ ಫಾರ್ ಯುವರ್ ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನೇಷನ್. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.